Yes. Where'd our music go? For those of you that are joining us online tonight, we're going to be starting at 5 after the hour. So just hang tight for a minute and we'll get going here in a bit.
Okay, take one more minute. One more minute. Connect with that person in front of you. All right, welcome everyone. Go ahead and give your partner next to you a great big high five and say congratulations for being here. And go ahead and have a seat. Okay, perfect. Carson, can you hit the music? Awesome. So, by a show of hands, how many of you are excited to be here tonight? Awesome. Tonight we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about there's some certain places where I stand where it's just extra frequency and vibration. It just feels extra powerful in certain areas. What's that? Oh, this is where all the power is coming from. Awesome. So how many of you are here with us for the first time? Raise your hand if you're here for the first time as a guest. How many of you have been to Limitless before? How many have not been to Limitless before? All right, so we have a few people that aren't familiar with how crazy the other people in the room are. And so I just want to acknowledge you for your courage. For your what? Courage to show up tonight. And for the rest of you, welcome home, welcome back. So excited to be with you tonight. Tonight we're just going to have fun. Our tribe nights are a much more intimate, casual experience We're going to be going through some breakthrough work. We're going to be teaching some principles. But really, it's an opportunity to just have some fun. Have some what? Fun. Have some fun, to connect, to really enjoy ourselves. So before we get started, I actually want to have a couple people share. How many of you were at this last Limitless this last weekend? Awesome. Let's get just a couple shares for those of you that weren't there. I want to have a couple of people share what you experienced, what your breakthroughs were. Let's go up here. All right, so what's your name?
I am Mark Noel.
Hey, Mark.
So that's just part of the craziness right there.
I know. It's so you're like, oh boy. I always love like the response of people that haven't experienced like they're, what on earth are they doing? But I love being able to feel that energy and feel that connection. So Mark, for you, what was your experience? What was your biggest breakthrough from the weekend?
Well, what I wanted to just put out there, and I just shot a little video and placed it on Facebook during the dinner break, but I got to tell you guys, I have been to pretty much every major presenter in the Wasatch Front, and everybody's got a piece here and there that's just great, great juicy stuff. But when I came to Limitless, it wasn't just about, here's the hype. I walked away knowing how to utilize what I learned. And I had it set into me in such a way, I haven't stopped smiling since Saturday.
I love that. I love that. And for you, what was the specific breakthrough that helped shift that and helped you experience more happiness? If you could identify either one new belief or one specific experience that helped you tap into this brighter, more powerful version of Mark, what would that be?
So I have, 2 days after Christmas, I lost my mom. And sorry, I'm going to get real with you guys, and it's coming. It was one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with because my mom and I have had a horrible relationship our entire life, mainly because of how I was as a teenager, as a drug addict, and abusive person that I was taught from my father. So I've lived with this stigmatism that ever since I was 3, I was told I'm not worth it. You'll never amount to anything. You'll never succeed in life. You're going to end up in jail, and you're going to have 15 illegitimate children. You laugh, but this is what I was told by my family my entire life. And so when I decided to make something of myself, I became a paramedic in Los Angeles County. And I served for 13 years as a paramedic, and I was injured on the job at life-ending career, or career-ending. And I had to learn how to walk again. I had to learn how to talk again. I had to learn who I was. And I was lost because I knew I wasn't who I was in my past. And I knew there was something more, but I could not find it, and I could not figure it out. And I started praying and praying and praying, and Heavenly Father told me, move to Utah, and I came kicking and screaming. But because I did, I was able to sit down with these angels who were able to sit there and show me that I am worth it, that I am powerful, that I do have a message, and that I will make a difference in this world to each and every one of you. And that is why you need to be at Limitless.
So powerful. Thank you so much, Mark, for sharing that. What a brilliant experience. And really at the heart of Limitless, it's this experience of learning to see ourselves clearly for the first time. Who are we beyond our doubts? Who are we beyond our fears? Who are we beyond the self-sabotaging voices that haunt us? And in that moment, you discover how powerful you truly can be. And in that moment, you are able to access this deeper level of joy, this deeper level of presence, this deeper level of connection, and this deeper level of abundance than ever before. Thank you. One more big round of applause for Mark. All right, so what's your name?
I'm Dana.
Hey, Dana.
Hi, guys. So I had a limiting belief recently that came up for me that said, I'm just a mom. I have little influence. And as I used the technique, the belief breakthrough technique, I released that belief and I stepped into, I am a masterpiece of influence.
Yes,
and
you
it's amazing what something so simple, like infusing tons and tons of energy into one simple statement can do. And today, as I stood in that belief, as I worked in that belief, and just let it sink in and add lots of good energy to that belief and excitement that that's truth for me. Today, I got called from a lady for me and my sister to be interviewed on a radio station. Yeah. So, I mean, just like that, this work can happen if you're willing. And, some people, I think, say, it can't be that simple, it can't be that simple. It can be that simple. It can be as simple as letting things go and stepping into what you want to be, how you want to define yourself. That is powerful.
So beautiful. Thank you. Just out of curiosity, because I'm always fascinated after people come to Limitless, like what begins to show up in their life that's different. How many of you have noticed that things in your world have shifted and you've been able to see more opportunities or more things attracted in your life? How many of you have seen this? Right? This is so powerful, and this is, to me, what Limitless is all about, is creating these breakthroughs which shift us as individuals, which naturally shift the things that become manifest in our life, right? And I love watching on the Facebook tribe page all of the comments of people saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, this opportunity just came in, it blows my mind, or oh my gosh, we totally had a healing conversation with my husband, I'm more connected than we've ever been before. I love hearing those stories because it's just a reminder to me that these principles work and they create real results when we live by them. Who else wants to share? Cami, go ahead and stand up. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Cami.
Hey, Cami.
Hi, guys. So for all of you who were here this last week, it was me and my husband who were in the money bath, which was a really, really, really hard, very difficult, very emotional situation for me. I hated money. I didn't believe money was good, anything like that. It was just a bad thing for me. And through the breakthrough that we did on stage and everything, me and my husband were able to get a different mindset, and we were down, like, we had a very good cash flow. He got a raise, he got his grants from school, just a couple of things came through, and we were in the hole really bad, behind on our bills, and so we were able to dig out of that and barely had enough, like, to get here, like, to get to Limitless every single day on gas and everything. And so we went home and we're like, okay, how are we gonna make for the next 2 weeks? What are we gonna do? And I was really, really, really impressed that I needed to buy my mom a ticket. And I talked to her, and she kicked against me so hard. And I was like, well, you have a ticket, you're registered, so you're coming whether you like it or not. And she's finally come around and thinks it's a good thing. But anyway, so that was the literal last penny that we had. We had exactly 73 cents in our checking account. And we got home, and there was this random $50 check in the mailbox from my sister that she said that she was going to send me weeks prior. And as I was folding laundry, a $50 bill that I had lost prior showed up out of nowhere, and we've been able to make it through. And my husband's like, how is this happening? I'm like, really? Do you not remember rolling around in that money? Like, seriously? But with that, it's just opened up an entire door. Like, the budgeting in our house has gotten completely different. The way that we eat, because of how we want to make money last and grow, is completely different. And my daughter comes home and she's like, Mom, what's going on? All the junk's gone. And I'm like, exactly, sweetheart. And she's like, well, what can I have? I was like, you can have a yogurt, you can have a string cheese. This isn't going to be fun for me, is it? Nope, but you'll be healthy. So that was my limiting belief, was that money was bad. Money, I was terrified of it. I was downright terrified of it. And since I changed my belief, it's shown up, it's working, it's helping, it's healthy.
Yeah, so beautiful. So beautiful. And so one of the ideas that we emphasize at Limitless is this: every thought that we think, every word that we speak is a seed for creating our reality, our future reality. And as long as we have the beliefs that say money is bad, or money's hard, or money's a pain in the butt, or I hate money, whatever it might be, then we get stuck in creating that over and over again. And you were a master at creating that, weren't you?
Yeah.
Right? And so money became this constant struggle in Cami's life. Who else has ever felt a struggle against money? Right? And notice the negative thoughts and beliefs that show up when you're having that struggle. And you put more energy into money being a problem rather than money being a blessing. And as long as it's a problem, then that's what we keep creating in the future. money's hard, I don't have enough money, I can't afford it, and those become the seeds that fill our garden, and so all of the fruit in our life reflect that scarcity thinking. And what Cammie's experiencing in terms of her shift, and I'm so excited to watch as you stay in this new abundance mentality, watch what happens for you over the next month, over the next 6 months, over the next year. Just watch the flood of abundance that's ready to flow into your life, because you're not pushing it away anymore, right? Before you're like, money, I hate you, get away from me, right? That's the energy where you were living with around money, right?
My husband got a raise on Monday.
He got him, what? How did you forget that part of the story? He got a raise on Monday?
So it took like a whole day to manifest? Yeah, basically, like he went home, we went home stressing that $100 showed up.
Okay, wait, just a second. We're recording this right now, and we're going to start. I want you to condense your testimonial into 30 seconds, sharing where you were at before and what happened. This is so powerful, and I want you to get the fact that you're doing this. This is all you. This is all you opening up your arms and receiving this amazing amount of love and abundance and joy into your life. And it was there waiting for you, and you just had to activate yourself to receive that, okay? So I'm going to have you share your testimonial one more time. And don't forget to mention that your husband got a raise, okay?
Okay.
This is good stuff, all right? Ready? Go.
Before Limitless, due to situations with my ex-husband, I was terrified of money. I had lived in a tent for months. I had been starved. I had just not good situation. Any time that money came up, I was terrified. I hoarded money. I hoarded $20 bills in my wallet. I hoarded $10 bills in my drawer. And there was never enough money. Even with me and my husband, there was never enough money. And he has this amazing job, and he's gotten a couple of raises before, and it's always just been just that little extra push to make it work. But when we came to Limitless, we were basically penniless. And I made the decision with my husband arguing a little bit, and I was like, no, I'm buying my mom a ticket. I bought my mom a ticket, and I kept reassuring him, we're gonna be fine, we're gonna be fine, we're gonna be fine. Got home, and money just randomly showed up in our mailbox and in our house, and then we found out that he also got a raise. And it was turning our mindset from money is bad, money is evil, to, yeah, we deserve this. Money is going to come to us. It will find its way to us, and we are going to be okay. And every morning, we wake up, and the first thing we say to each other is, you are a powerful creator, and we are millionaires. And then we get up and dance. And then he goes to work, and I go to bed.
I love this. Big round of applause for Cammie. That's beautiful. So once again, notice, with these new beliefs that she's starting to plant in her garden, notice how quickly the fruit comes when we simply allow ourselves to receive the abundance and love and all the juiciness that the universe has to offer. So with that, we've created a special video to kind of express the mission, the intention of Limitless. So just go ahead and turn your attention and watch this video. Wait. We're going to try that again. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch the video now. limitless. Everyone say, I am limitless. So in a moment, we're going to bring up Christopher Crone, and he's going to be guiding you through a breakthrough process. One of the foundations for your experience within the tribe is a belief that daily belief breakthrough will help liberate you to live your limitless life. And so he's going to come up on stage. He's going to guide you through a breakthrough process. Ladies and gentlemen, please get on your feet and welcome the one and only Mr. Christopher Crone.
All right. So who's excited to be here? Who would like to see some transformation happen for someone in this room here just in the next 10 minutes? You know, it's kind of an interesting thing about life because we're programmed to get stuck. Did you know that? We're programmed to get what? We're programmed to get stuck because of the way that our minds work. It's like we got this amazing supercomputer. Like it has these infinite possibilities, but here's the default settings. The default settings say that you're a child, you come into this world and you have experiences in your childhood, and by the time you leave, childhood, you're basically going to have made every life decision. You're going to have decided whether you're a picky eater or whether you like having expensive taste for food or whether you're always eating out on a regular basis. You're going to decide how you like your eggs. And it may not change. You're going to decide whether you are early to rise and late to bed. You're going to decide whether you burn the candle on both ends. You're going to find out what kind of people you hang out with. How many of you here in this room have like 3 core friends that you get together with and rotate and spend time with? How many of you have your core friends that you hang out with? Yeah. How many of you have 50 friends that you have, core friends that you hang out with? How many have 100? It's all been already decided because we take in our world and based on our experiences, we decide how it's going to be. Now, there's only one little slight problem with this. A child made most of those decisions. And man, that child does not know what's best for us today most of the time. You know what I'm talking about when grown-ups start showing up acting like 3-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 9-year-olds? How do children show up in adult bodies? Help me out. How do they show up? Temper tantrums, drama, passive-aggressive, fear, backbiting. We have a big problem with our emotional intelligence when our inner children are running our program. Does this make sense? And so I want to talk to you for a moment here. We've got this thing, one of the things that we're fascinated with is measuring our intelligence. And there's a quotient for how we do that. What is that formula? What do we call it? This is our intelligence quotient. It's our IQ. How smart are you? You know what? There's a different type of intelligence. And that is our emotional intelligence. How emotionally intelligent are you? We could do a little test right now and we could find out. Like, who here in this room has a love language of words of affirmation? Okay, if your hand is up right now, I can wield that against you. How so? I could say terrible, awful things, and you would be prone to what? Ingest it. You would eat it and you would take it on because if I said it, it's got to be true. Emotionally unintelligent people believe everything that other people say about them. It's kind of a weird thing we do. Emotionally unintelligent people, if I feel anger, I can't control it. It's anger and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling sad. Well, I'm sad right now. There's a space between stimulus and response where we are all conscious and at choice. Widen the gap and find out what happens when you can start noticing something come up and just question, is that going to serve me? Is that going to be useful? Let's make this real practical right now. Everyone in this room that would like to make more money, stand up on your feet. If you want to make more money, stand up on your feet. And I want you to reach in your purse or pocket, and I want you to pull out a credit card, money, some kind of denomination. I want you to connect with currency. So if you've got something there, I just want you to hold it up in your hand. Okay, when you got your currency, just put it up in the air. Carl's holding up a Benjamin, right? One of you is holding up your library card? All right. All right. You've got some money, and now I want to ask you some questions. We're going to talk about a different type of intelligence right now. We call this is your financial intelligence. And the more financially intelligent you are, the more money you can make, right? So I want to ask you this question, hand up really high in the air. Any of you that on the way here robbed an old lady crossing the street? Sit down. Dude, we got a good group of people tonight. This is good. Everyone's still standing, I think. The majority of us are still standing. It's pretty good, right? Today, if you've had a negative thought about money and you have expressed any kind of worry about a bill and how it's going to be paid, I want you to sit down. If you've worried about a bill, I want you to sit down. Okay? Next question. If you've had any kind of thought about money, that it is dirty, that having too much of it is not good, could make you evil or rotten, give you hygiene problems, because rich people are rotten, smelly, and stinky. If you've had any negative beliefs about money and questioning whether there's anything good about it, I want to invite you to sit down. Not today. Okay? If in some small way you have repelled money in any of your thinking processes, if you have repelled money in any way, I want you to go ahead and have a sit down. That's amazing. Some of you really, it's incredible. All right. If you've had an argument about money and the lack thereof and that there is not enough of it, sit down. If you've ever questioned your own self-worth on whether you're worthy to have money ever in your life, sit down. Ever. Yeah. Man, we still got some people standing here. All right. If your financial barometer is set below $250,000, meaning you've never made more than $250,000, I want to invite you to sit down. If you've set your financial barometer below $1 million for how much you've made in a single year, I want to invite you to sit down. Hey, Bill was the last one standing. Give the guy a big round of applause. Yeah. So it's our thinking that drives financial ability. Yes? Yes or yes? Yes, it is. In fact, Cammie's really illustrated that in a really powerful way. Kind of a weird thing, had her swim in a pile of money, $100,000, and then on Monday her husband gets a raise.
And I got to raise the child support today. I forgot about that.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, this money, something one of my mentors tells me, money has ears, and it hears you. And when you don't celebrate it, when it likes to be celebrated or deserves to be, how do you feel? How do you feel when it's your time to be acknowledged and validated and you don't give yourself those statements that reinforce that? How do you feel? Unappreciated? Man, money does not like being around unappreciative folks, Cammie.
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right.
So
That's.
my daughter too.
You guys should have seen Cammie at Limitless. We're stacking all this money in her arms, and she was shaking like she was convulsing and possessed with some evil spirit that said,
Terrifying. I've never seen
terrifying.
so much.
I know, well, so here's what I want to ask right now. I'm looking for an individual that feels like, whether it's the financial intelligent quotient or the emotional intelligent, I'm looking for an individual that we can do a breakthrough on. I'm looking for someone that feels like they're ready for that next big breakthrough. And I'm going to invite you right now to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, get yourself grounded, and I'm going to ask you a question. Because all of you get to participate online and offline. Here's the question. What is the number one limiting belief right now that is holding you back from your greatness? And as you get an answer, go ahead and put your hand up so I can just gauge and give you enough time. Give it a little more time. Get yourself grounded. Who here in this room has a limiting belief holding them back? All right, so we got a lot of the room here. Go ahead and put your hands down. Good job getting in tune. You're all going to get a chance to do this breakthrough together, but there's one person in particular that I want to bring up on stage. And this is a person who is reluctant and really isn't quite sure that they want to take the stage. They would be nervous about it. They're afraid about being seen. They're not sure if they actually want to face this limitation. It's tied to something that feels heavy, like baggage, that they just really don't even want to look at. And if you feel like that's you, go ahead and put your hand up. What's your name? Ashley, do you mind coming on up here? Friends, can you help me welcome Ashley to the front of the stage? And Tracy, if I can get a microphone. Come on up here. Here, have a seat. That's a much better microphone than this. Thank you. So what came up for you? What limiting belief? Oh, microphone right here.
It's a combination of two, it seems like, that I don't deserve to have money.
Okay. Anyone here can identify with that? Anyone here ever felt like they were undeserving of having money? Put your hand up. Own this for a second. All right. As I'm taking Ashley through this breakthrough, I want to invite you to take a look at your limiting belief and listen to the questions that are being asked. Don't deserve it. First memory that comes to mind when you have the thought, I don't deserve to have money.
It's my dad. And just him, money was a big deal in my house. Like, it was used as a manipulator and a control mechanism. And my mom and all of us were always told in various ways that we just didn't deserve it. And so it's totally tied to that, to my dad, and like not trusting money because he was always lying about it.
Okay. Does anyone else here have any history with yourself or parents and money and trust issues and used as manipulative tactics? Yeah. So this is something that definitely happens, Ashley. I want to invite you to go to a place, just the first prevalent memory that comes up for you when you have this thought with your dad, witnessing the manipulation, that he's hiding it. Let me know when you have a memory.
So I've done this exercise on this same memory before, but it's still there, evidently. So
Do you know why?
it didn't go away.
Yeah. Do you know why it hasn't gone away?
I don't know why exactly.
There's more work to do.
Yeah. So I
Which
did
is
it with
okay.
this exact same thing with one of the angels at Limitless, but it's still the same memory. We're like just driving somewhere, and he tells us that we can't go for ice cream because we have to go eat at Ray's Cafe, which is ridiculous because my dad's literally a millionaire and he just hoards all his cash. So he has a lot of money, but like even something as simple as like going out to eat at a cheap little cafe or getting ice cream was like not gonna happen.
And how old were you?
I don't remember. I think it was probably like 12 or 13. Like,
So 12, 13, you would have preferred to go out for ice cream, huh?
yeah, I didn't want to eat at Ray's Cafe. I wanted to eat at the ice cream place.
Yeah. And so when you're overhearing your dad make this comment that we don't have money for that, we're going to go do it this way, what did you decide about yourself?
Just that we weren't worthy or deserving, because I knew he had it. Like, everybody knows he has money.
Yeah.
He's very successful, but it made me feel like, oh, well, you have it, but you're lying about having it.
Yes.
So we're not deserving of it.
Yeah. So now what I want to do is I want to shift the angle of your perception a little bit, because you said you've done this breakthrough before. And memories will serve us until we get to the specific breakthroughs that we need, and we get to clear them all out. So I want to invite you to close your eyes this time and take a deep breath in. I want you to witness and see this experience happening, the way that you're feeling when you hear your dad say that this is not a worthy cause of how we're going to spend money. And in addition to the idea that you are undeserving of the money, what other limiting belief comes up for you?
That I do not trust men with money.
That's pretty different, isn't it?
Hmm.
So this memory, it still has more to offer you. How's that showing up in your world today, not trusting men with money? What does that look like for you?
I think just the lack of trust around it. Obviously, we know that it projects around, so I have no doubt that that's affecting like my business of being able to create trust and draw people. Even though I'm specifically focusing on women, I'm sure it's affecting that. And in my personal life, I know like when I'm like dating, I don't want to let them pay for things because I don't want them to manipulate. I don't want them to have that control.
Yeah. So is this keeping you from not only success but also connection?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think it's costing you right now? Possibly. What are the possibilities of what it could be costing you?
A lot. It's costing me financial success in my business. It's costing me being able to have a healthy relationship with someone that wants to be a provider. So then I end up with people that don't want to be providers. And that's not what I want. So it's costing the type of relationship I want to create, as well as success with my business.
Yeah, so we know it's costing you financially, it's costing you in a relationship, maybe a marriage or a man that you could have been with, or you have no idea like what the past would have brought, but it sounds like this is a pretty big deal.
Oh, it's definitely a big deal.
Who do you think you'd be if you didn't have to manage this idea from this 13-year-old that men can't be trusted with money?
I think I would be a lot more successful in what I'm working to build.
Yeah, I think so too. Limiting beliefs all carry a cost, and my experience is that even the most benign carries a massive sledgehammer that just dashes our dreams to pieces. Because this idea is in direct opposition to what you actually want. And that's the funny thing about limiting beliefs. It's not getting you close to what you want, it is in direct opposition of what you actually want. So let's create something new, because you're no longer 13 and you're a woman dating in the world and you're looking for the right companionship and you've got your own business and you're trying to figure out how to empower your clients, even if they're women, with how to create the type of relationship that can open up the purse strings and create possibilities for them and for you. So rather than this idea that you can't trust men, what would serve you better than that?
I just did this one this morning with myself, so I have a good one. That I attract good men who can be trusted and I make smart decisions regarding them.
I attract trustworthy men. That's
Yes.
beautiful. I like that one. Let's get a couple more ideas because we're about to lock something brand new in. Do you have any ideas that would serve her? Just nice and loud, Dana. I trust myself. What else? I love being provided for. I love providing and being provided for. I trust myself with money is huge. Anytime you're dealing with mistrust that we project on another human being, a family member, a friend, a stranger, it is always a reflection of our inability to trust and love ourselves. Because trust is one of the faces of love. Let's get a couple more. Go ahead. I can discern people's intentions. Yes. What else? One more. I deserve prosperity. I produce prosperity. I attract prosperity. So these are all really awesome ideas. So of all the things shared there, what resonates most with you?
Well, my other one right now, I'm really trying to figure out how to market my business. So the other half of what I came up with is I trust myself to make smart marketing decisions. Because another part of this whole thing is the first mentor that I trusted and gave $10,000 to completely ripped me off. So of course, because I was projecting that I didn't trust men, so sure enough, he did that. And so now I've been having a really tough time making a choice about marketing because I'm not trusting myself. So I turned that this morning to be, I trust myself to make a great marketing choice for my business.
Wow.
So that's my part of the trusting.
I love that. So let's do this. I want to invite you to close your eyes. Go back 12, 13 years old in the car driving. The suggestion has come up for ice cream. Dad's about to give you his reason why it's a no answer for him. And you have an opportunity right now to step into your life as a guardian angel for this 13-year-old. What advice would you give her? Because she's about to make a pretty key decision. She's about to decide that men can't be trusted with money. What would you rather have her try on?
Just what I was saying, that I attract trustworthy men and they make good decisions.
Yeah. And what does she need right now? What would she like?
What would the little girl like? Or the teenager? She would like to feel that she deserves to have ice cream or whatever she wants.
So I want to invite you right now to go take her out for ice cream.
Funny thing is, I don't even like ice cream, but
she does.
Frozen yogurt, it's fine.
Okay, then maybe it's froyo. Let's get technical.
She's happy.
Look her right in the eyes and let her know, you are worthy, you deserve this, it's my treat, and I love you. You trust you. I trust me. And take her out for ice cream and have a great time talking about your beautiful life and your future life and all the exciting things that are going to happen to her, that one day she'll get to have her own business and learn how to launch it. And how does that feel to her?
There's a lot of resistance.
Yeah, why is that?
Because I can just hear my dad screaming in my head, "Where's my $10,000?" And the guy it's gone. I don't have it to give it back.
Yeah. So what words do you need to say to your dad to free yourself from this idea that he is still in your life making your decisions?
I am competent, I am capable, and I will make this work.
You still let your dad in your life making your decisions?
Not generally, but because he was the one I borrowed the money to invest in this business from, around that I have a lot of guilt that I haven't been able to pay it back. Because of course, this package I bought was supposed to pay it back in 6 months, and that's been 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I still do in that. And in most areas, no.
Is it still creating a wedge with you and your father today?
Yeah, he was at my house yesterday and wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah.
He's visiting my sister that I live with.
So has it been strained for the last 2.5 years? Yeah.
Especially the more I attend conferences.
Yeah. I guess that would make me the villain. So who is the problem in this story?
My faulty thinking about this.
And does your dad also have a problem? If he's not talking to you and stalemating you?
Yeah, he does.
And the person with the problem also has do you have your father's solution? We're all in charge of our own peace. Emotional intelligence says that we are all in charge of our own feelings. There's nothing you can do to make me feel a particular emotion. You could even try to contribute, but I'm still left at choice with what I'm going to do. So with your father, he gets to take all the time that he needs to process through it and figure it out. But what decisions would you like to make about how you feel towards your father, regardless of what he's dealing with?
I don't have any negative feelings like anger or anything. I just am sad that he's mad at me.
And does that sadness create distance?
It hurts me.
Does it create separation?
No, I still walked up to him and gave him a hug and a kiss on the cheek when he came over yesterday. I don't project that. I still say, "Hey Dad, how's it going? Come in." welcome. But it makes me sad that he's not happy with me.
Is the sadness benefiting you? Is it serving you? What would serve you better?
Not allowing myself to feel guilty about it.
Yeah, and there's some other beautiful solutions that come when we become clear. And so the first way to become clear is not get fogged up with the negative emotions that are in your way. And one of them right now is, I've got sadness with my dad with the way he's choosing to feel. So now your dad is either dealing with anger or some negative emotion, and your response to it, you feel sad. Sadness, in my experience, creates distance. His anger creates distance. And so both of you are actually contributing to how you're repelling each other in this situation. So even though you can't make your dad come halfway and meet you in the middle, you can control whether you stand at the line in the middle or whether your sadness pulls you away. Eliminate the sadness, get clear, and then ask the simple question, what do I get to do to help resolve this with my dad? What's my accountable part?
Give him his money back. Make the money that he needs to be repaid and make it better.
So honoring the original agreement,
Yeah.
is that important to him?
Yes, and it's important to me.
Are there steps that you can take to work on that?
I'm working on it. I'm just not sure how to. That's where I'm trying to make a decision about marketing, and I'm like, oh no, what if I make the wrong decision again? And then I'm going to be owing him this money for longer. So I just really want to pay him back and mend that.
Yeah. So we've got some good new beliefs. One of those is I trust myself, I trust men, and I trust myself to make the appropriate marketing decisions. And how about this one? I'm capable and able to produce income with my business that helps pay my dad back. Who would you be if those were the dominant thoughts in your life?
I think most of the time they are the dominant thoughts. When I get around him is when it's not. And so I need to shift that. So it is even when I'm in his presence and I know that he's pissed. He's not talking to me. He's disappointed. Like even when I feel that, I need to still have that stronghold that I am doing things every single day to build my business and to pay him back.
Yeah.
And so just to focus on that, even in that energy, I think it would make it a lot different than I did a little bit when he was there yesterday. I was just like, I'm not gonna let it affect me. It's fine. And it helped a little bit, but I'd just like it to be gone. So I don't know. I mean, I'm taking action every single day, so I don't know if I don't think that I'm not acting or that I'm not doing what I need to do. I think you just have to be patient with it.
Okay. Do you mind if I give you some feedback? So from the moment you came up here, you've been living in the past. Your dad is in the past. The 10 grand is in the past. The botched date is in the past. The ice cream is in the past. You know what else is in the past? Oh, I already did this one. I already did this breakthrough with an angel. Oh, I did this one this morning. Okay, allow yourself to get completely present. At some point, you have to step out of the past because right now you're creating your future from still what isn't working in your past. It keeps coming up. And then comes the justification of, I'm doing enough and I'm doing work. How many of you feel like that you're actively doing work and still not where you want to be? Okay, you have 2 ways to spend your time. Way number 1 is keep convincing yourself what you did. Hello, it didn't work. It's not doing it. So don't waste your life telling what you're doing that didn't work. And create space for what? How do you know when transformation really occurs? Because you get seeds of it, you get fruit of it, and it actually does. Until it does, say this: I still have something to learn. I'm committed to teachability. I'm committed to open-mindedness. And here's my invitation for you. And how many of you sometimes do this, where we focus on still, well, I know I had a problem, but I'm working on it. Look at what I just did. How many of you do that? Hey, that's just a new story. And I'm going to submit that that story, even though it's fresher, is still what? It's still a reincarnation of your old story. So for me, this is the opportunity, Ashley, is to disassociate from what you've been doing. You can validate all of your past efforts up in this time. What I'm hearing is that you are in fact working on this, that you are attending seminars and that you're looking for the right kind of coach and that you are getting coaches and that you spent time even this morning working on it. But how will you know when you're complete? How will you know when you're complete? No more sadness from this issue. That you actually trust your father, yourself, trust men, trust yourself to make your business money. How will you know you're complete?
I'm confused about what you're even asking, to be honest. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
That's okay.
like, I don't know. Like, I thought we were talking about my dad, and we thought we were talking about breaking through the money issue, and now you're telling me I'm living in the past, but you're asking me about the past. So it's confusing to me that you would ask me about the past and then say you're living in the past. So I don't know what your question is. Like, how am I going to know when I'm complete? We're never going to be complete. I mean, we're every single day
When will
moving
you
forward.
be complete on this issue?
When I finally paid him back.
Okay. And therein lies potentially the limit. In life, we have goals. Right now I get that this is I owe someone money and I'm paying them back, and I will not be at peace until what? Until I pay them back. How is that different than having a goal and not achieving it, but saying, but when I get it, then I will have arrived? This is the promise that I've experienced in my life, is that the peace that we seek, it's available to us when? Sadness over the past or being at peace with the past is available when? Yeah, in this moment, all of the sadness, that situation with your dad, if you want to wait until you pay your dad back, you don't know if that will ever happen. So your peace of mind is completely on hold until when?
Until I choose not to care about it.
So that's one option, is just choosing not to care. But is it possible to maintain the integrity of saying, I have an obligation, I care about the obligation, and I am committed to the obligation, and I'm also committed to not allow that obligation or the circumstances to weigh me down? Is that possible? This is your creation, so it really gets to be what you want. I mean, if you want to create, well, then I just won't care about it. You know, I know that's something you don't want to do. You really want to have your dad paid back. But if you won't give yourself permission to be at peace with this until he is, because I get that that's his choice, or what you're perceiving from his choice, is that he's dealing with some type of negative emotion that he lent you the money and his money is not coming back to him. In my experience, as limited as it is, just 36 years on this planet, my experience is that there's a lot of things in life I want that have not yet manifested. There's a lot of things in life I've accomplished that have manifested. I create a space for me to be at peace here in this present moment before I get the thing that I want. Because that's how the spiritual creation precedes the actual physical manifestation. The physical manifestation is you want the $10,000 and then some, be able to pay your dad back and step into an abundant business. The question is, what belief do you need to be happy today, to be fulfilled today, to live today as if your dad is being paid back, as if the money is flowing to you easily and effortlessly, that you are making brilliant business marketing decisions, that the money comes to you and that you're able to service those debt obligations, and that you're able to show your dad, hey, that commitment is still in full force. What belief would you need to be able to operate today as if everything has gone your way?
The one that I said 20 minutes ago, like that I trust myself to make good marketing decisions.
Beautiful. Let's try that one on then.
Okay.
So just want to invite you to stand up here in front of everybody. And go ahead and share with everyone here this decision and own it. And what they're going to do is they're actually going to give you some feedback when they believe you. What they'll do is they'll actually stand up to let you know that they do in fact believe you, that you do have this personal conviction that you can make the appropriate marketing decisions that will allow you to grow your business and eventually pay your dad back.
Okay. Speak with power when you're crying. It's a lie.
Well, remember all that stuff about me talking about living in the past? Yeah. How many of us here create only from our past? How many of us do that from time to time? Like the majority of the time. Anything that you want to create that has not yet manifested, let me ask you, how can it feel true if you've never done it? Think about this for a minute. This is completely backwards. The world creates from the past, and conscious creators create from the, and in the present, they're able to create an entire new dynamic of their future possibilities. Best example that I have for this is God, right? God says, let there be an earth. There was none. When he said it, let there be an earth. You could say, liar. God's a liar. He spoke something and it's not there. But he spoke it, and then what happened? Yeah, you have to have this full faith that that 10,000 is coming to you before it can actually come. For 2.5 years, you've been efforting your business, you've been pushing, but if you have a belief deep down inside that you can't make that money to pay your dad back, guess what? It cannot manifest. So I get that it is actually going to feel like a lie. But all new creations, they start from moving forward on faith in something unseen. All new creations start with an idea that you're willing to believe in before it can ever manifest in the physical.
So as Ashley's going up here and going through this process, I want everyone kind of perceive what really blocks you in your life from creating. And just notice any thought, any belief that takes us out of peace. Any thought that takes us out of love or out of connection. Any thought that creates any space where we're not fully in alignment with abundance, those are the thoughts that limit us. And what she's experiencing right now is in her relationship with her father, she's feeling disconnection. She's feeling lack of trust. She's feeling a sense of not being loved because of this. And so those thoughts that she's experiencing with her father are creating disconnection. And then she is such a gifted and brilliant woman, and cerebrally, she has all the answers, right? In your mind, you have all the answers, and you've been doing all the right things, and her mind's trying to defend herself because I have been marketing, I have been doing all the actions, I've been working every day. Like in her mind is fighting to validate her. Does this make sense? And yet, at the same time, there's this part inside of her that's not allowing herself to just fully accept that she has it all right now. She has the peace and the love and the connection with her father that she wants right now. And it's not based on her paying her father back in the future. Like that unconditional love that she's looking for is available right now in this moment. And any thought that takes her away that she can't have that now is what limits us. Does this make sense? And what Chris is saying is so powerful. And I want you to think about this analogy of the garden. Okay? So we have these fruits growing up in our life. So a fruit, for instance, in her life, she's experiencing the fruit of, oh my gosh, I'm working so hard and I'm not getting clients. It doesn't feel like my business is moving forward. I'm not making money. And Like this is the fruit that you feel like you're experiencing, right?
It's moving forward just slowly. I mean, it finally started about 4 months ago to move forward.
Okay. Yeah. And I love watching her because she is producing, she's created a book, like she's sharing powerful message on Facebook. And what I would tell you is you're doing the right things. But sometimes doing the right things when there's something out of alignment in our energy, it doesn't produce the right results. And so it's just this little shift inside. This little shift that says, wow, I've experienced this unbelievable flow of abundance in my life. Oftentimes when we're creating, just like Chris says, like we see this fruit show up in our life, and the fruit from the rotten apple tree is dropping what? Rotten fruit on the ground, and those seeds is this evidence, and that seed plants more what? Of these rotten apples, right? And so more of that shows up in our life, and we say, see, this is what my reality is. Being in the space of being a conscious creator, which is what she's stepping into, requires this incredible amount of faith. Because which is going to come first, the apple or the seed? The seed has to come long before the fruit exists. But you have to believe that seed exists when you plant it, and then you have to nurture it until it has time to gestate and evolve. So just take a big deep breath in and drop out of your head completely. No more being in your head. No more trying to prove yourself right. You don't need to worry about any of that right here in this moment. And just allow yourself to connect to this deep, deep, beautiful part of you that has all of the answers and all of the abundance and all of the money, where $10,000 is a fraction of what you have. Where this love and connection with your Father is infinite. Where it's not limited by any story of lack or fear or scarcity. And I want you to listen in your heart right now, that message from your higher sacred self. And if that higher sacred self that has all of these things that you're looking for, the abundance, the connection, the wealth, all of that, the trust, what advice would she give you right now? And just keeping your eyes closed, just speaking from your heart to this little girl that's like craving this message right now, what would she say to her? Just go ahead and speak.
Courageous, and I am powerful, and I am capable of making excellent financial decisions.
Go ahead and hold that microphone to your mouth. And right now, this is a representation of the universe out there waiting to hear this message. And they're waiting to believe what you have to say. The universe is waiting to hear in your energy, in your voice, in your heart, that you believe these words. And the moment they believe it, they're going to stand up and they're going to let you know. So this is your opportunity to declare exactly what you believe.
I make excellent financial decisions for myself and for my business, and I trust men with money.
Give it up for her.
Now try it again, but not from your head, but from your heart.
I make excellent financial decisions, and I pick the perfect marketing plan for my business.
And what if it's not about marketing decisions at all?
That's the one that's
You think it is. But I promise you it's not marketing decisions that's holding you back from receiving what you want right now. Whose trust are you really looking for? And even more than your dad's, who do you want? Whose trust are you really looking for? Okay? Okay, don't get in your head. Stay in your heart. All right, so try these words on. I trust myself to make good decisions.
I trust myself to make good decisions.
I allow myself to receive love.
I allow myself to receive love.
I give that love freely.
I give that love freely, and I trust men.
All right, beautiful. Give her a big round of applause.
All right, our friends. So what we're going to do right now is we have an opportunity to hear from one of us. For those of you that you probably know who she is because she is one of our senior angels, Jane Norris. Jane Norris is a powerful movement leader. Her new company, Keys to the Queendom, is launching everywhere all across the United States, empowering women, gathering them, getting them together. And Jane is probably one of the most ferocious warriors, most determined individuals I have ever met in my life.
Oh yeah, baby.
And I am proud to have her as a dear, dear friend. Please help me welcome her to the stage. Jane Norris.
Well, how are you guys doing tonight? Pretty awesome? Yes? Most of you went to Limitless. I want to see hands again. How many of you went to Limitless? Okay, so that is really great. So you've been having a fabulous, fabulous time, have you not? And those of you that haven't been to Limitless, who here hasn't been? And yeah, we want to see you there next time because it is so great. It is so neat. And so because you've been to Limitless, you may be, you guys are kind of, and the ones that haven't gone yet, but you're here tonight, you're kind of a special group, right? You're kind of maybe a little bit out of the norm, even, I would say. But it is 2016, and guess what? It's past January 15th. Does anybody know what that means? Who here thinks they know what it means to have the year be past January 15th? Bonnie?
That New Year's resolution hype is done and a lot of people have fallen off the bandwagon.
Oh, there you go. That's so perfect. January 15th is the cutoff date for when 95% of the population, not saying you guys, but the other 95%, no, the other 95%, if they even made a resolution, it's over, baby. It is history. It is already down the tubes, okay? And I don't know about you, but like the idea of New Year's resolution, a resolution, what does that mean? Something you're going to do, okay? It actually means you're going to resolve something. You're going to resolve an issue in your life. You're going to make it different. You're actually going to change and have something amazing happen that you want to have happen. But for most people, you know what a New Year's resolution is? It's like a wish list. This is what I hope I get for Christmas, right? But it's not actually, when people make their New Year's resolutions, most of them honestly cannot see the vision of, at the end of the year, that has really happened. They hope it happens. They want it to happen. They think maybe it could happen this year. Because guess what? It didn't happen last year or the year before or the year before, right? Is there something in all of our hearts that is like, yes, this has to change. This absolutely has to change, and it's going to change this year. But maybe you don't know how to make it change. Maybe you just don't know, since it didn't happen the years before, how are you going to actually really make it happen this year? And one of the secrets of that is the fact that people don't get, we want our shoulds, right? A lot of times we want our shoulds, like, we should have money, we should have a raise, we should this, we should that. People don't get their shoulds, but they get their musts, right? They get their musts. And so when you raise, so it's not about thinking about your wish list. It's not about thinking about what you should or should not have. It's about raising your standard of what you must have. And when you raise that standard of what you must have, you step into a space of actually receiving it. And so tonight we're going to have some fun, and we're going to teach you actually what being a part of Limitless means, because being a part of Limitless means that you have a built-in support system where you can create a bulletproof plan for whatever has happened, whatever you have wanted on that wish list in the past. You can actually create it as your new must, as your new standard, as something that's actually going to happen this year, maybe even in a month. Who here would be game for that? Would you be game for that? Yeah? Yeah? Have something amazing happen? Okay, so one thing, what's one thing that people always are trying to do around New Year's? You know, they're hoping this thing will happen. Lose weight. Okay, so perfect. So that's what we're going to work on today. You're all going to lose weight in this moment. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, but no. Well, first of all, before we pick someone, because I'm going to have someone come up that has had a challenge, with this whole body thing that's been going on for years and years, and they're really sick of it, and they're done with it being a should, and they want it to be a must, right? So that's what we're going to create in a minute. But I'm going to kind of share with you a little bit how this bulletproof plan works, okay? So this morning, I got up. I'm telling you, I was so full of story this morning. It was sickening, really. But I was just really totally in excuse mode. And usually when I get out of bed, I'm thinking about you guys, and so it springs me up. Like, it just really propels me out of bed. I usually really jump out of bed like a rocket ship. And that's how I start my day. But that's pretty awesome, because it's really, when I think about you guys, lots of different things happen. You already know, the people that came to Limitless know that when I think about you, I do strange things like drive 100 miles an hour, put shaving cream in my hair instead of conditioner. I was kind of worried today. I'm like, what am I going to do today? So, but this morning when I got up, I wasn't in that space for some reason. And, well, actually, I know why, because I had some really highly charged emotional challenges that I knew I was going to have to resolve today. And so when I got up, I was kind of dreading that. I was thinking about that, and I was just kind of groggy, and honestly, physically, I wasn't feeling that great. You know, there's another excuse, right? You know, so all of these thoughts were going on in my head, like excuse after excuse, and I'm like, it's 4:45, or was it 4:45? I don't know. I was already late. I knew I was going to get to the gym late, and I'm thinking, why even go? Have you ever felt that way? Why even go? What's the point of this? You know, why do I need to go? So, that was my mindset. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that ever feels like that. Please, anybody ever feel like that, right? Okay. So that was all happening in my head, right? But one thing saved me. Well, there were a couple things that saved me, and that's what's going to save you and make things different in your life if they haven't been the way that you've wanted them thus far. So one thing that saved me is because of this Limitless tribe that we have, and because of all the friends and support that you have here, you make some good habits. You actually, a lot of times we talk about habits being bad, right? We want to break those things, right? But habits actually can be an amazing force for good if we ever get some good ones. And so I have this habit of getting up at 4:30 in the morning and getting in my, and connecting with God and doing different things, and then, getting in my workout clothes and all this stuff. So even though I wasn't beating the story in my head, right? It was still going on. But guess what? As the story was going on, my workout clothes were going on. And as the new excuse was going on, my tennis shoes were getting laced up. And another excuse came, and I grabbed my water bottle. And the next thing I know, I'm in the car, and I'm going to the gym, but I'm not happy about it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going there. And I'm telling you, it was I had some issues. So even as I'm going to the gym, this is what I'm thinking. Okay, guys, this is really bad. Okay, so I'm thinking, I'll just go. I'll just kind of have a really wimpy workout, and I'll just show up, say hi, and then I'm out of there. And so I get there, and I had a bad attitude. And I get there, and so I'm on the stair stepper, still in my bad attitude. And then, something that I do often, and maybe you guys have seen my videos, is I do love to like interview the gladiator line, right? And see what they're thinking and have them give the world their advice for the day. So I'm really glad that I was still willing to do that, even though, see, there's the habit thing again, right? Because I really wasn't in the mood to do that. Sometimes, do we let our moods decide what we do? Isn't it a lot of times our emotional intensity that actually gives us the follow through to do something, right? And so if we don't have the habit there, we got to have the emotional intensity. I didn't have the emotional intensity, but I did have the habit. So I'm doing the habit, and I'm interviewing the people, the gladiators, right? By the time I was through that line, they had said so many amazing things that it was just like slapping me in the face. And I was just like, okay, I have changed my attitude. I have gotten a new story, and I'm going to really shape up. And just that energy, just that good energy. I mean, like what you feel right now. Don't you feel that good energy of when you're around positive people and you're around that positive support? It can pop you out of those negative situations. So by the time I was done with that line, I felt great. I actually did. I felt great. I felt empowered, and I made a decision that I was going to work out in a great way, and I was going to stop this stuff that was going on in my head, and I was going to have a good rest of my morning. Isn't it nice when we can shift in the middle? Yeah. We can shift in the middle. We can shift anytime we want. So I decided that, and guess what? I actually made three personal bests on some fitness goals that I have, better than I have ever done at the gym today. And what was really great about that was it was like, all of a sudden my day changed, right? All of a sudden it was like a really empowering day. All of a sudden it was like, oh, this is awesome. I rock. Things are great. That whole experience shifted. And I can only imagine what would it have been like for me to come and talk to you today if I would have stayed in bed this morning. And I would have been up here, and I would have tried to express how great goals are and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? It would have been just talking the talk, right? Not walking the walk. And I wouldn't have shown up for you in the same way. I would not be here for you in the same way. And so this is the power of this limitless tribe that you guys are all a part of. And I'm going to show you what we have for you that's going to make it different in your lives. Would that be awesome? That'd be great, yeah? Okay, so what we're gonna do now, so I'm looking for that person with the body challenges. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to all close your eyes for a minute, okay? Take that deep breath in. Breathe out. And I just really want you to connect with yourself at whatever your challenges are. All of us have different fitness goals. All of us have different expectations for our body. But if you are a person that has had a body challenge, over and over and over, and you really want to break through it, what is the limiting belief that you have that is keeping you from really taking on your body this year and having it be the best body it could possibly be? So I want you to really think about that. I want you to really think about what limiting belief is holding you back and keeping you from making those different decisions in your life. Often, like Chris was saying, we make these decisions when we were kids, right? Something happens in our childhood and we make a decision about ourselves. And, kids, they do the very best they can in the moment. And actually, a lot of times, decisions that we make as children really help us in our situation as kids. But then when we're adults, they kind of backfire. So we get a chance to review them. Go ahead and open your eyes. So would there be a volunteer that would like to come up, that would like to maybe break through this body challenge? Would you like to come? Yeah, give it up for her. Thank you. Thank you for being willing to do this. So we'll even sit here on the chairs, Michelle. I like the way Chris did that, so we'll just sit here on the chairs and talk about this. Whoa, you are brave. Who here thinks she was brave to be willing to do this? Yeah, okay, she was brave. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, so what was your limiting belief that came up for you?
I'm great at starting programs. I'm just not good at following through. And I set my goal, but I very rarely meet it. I sabotage myself.
You sabotage yourself?
A lot, yeah.
Okay. So when you think of that limiting belief, I sabotage myself, is there maybe an underlying belief under that one?
I don't.
Or
I don't know.
is that the deepest one? I sabotage myself?
I just feel like I don't get quite close enough, and then I give up and go back to.
Oh, I don't get quite close enough.
Yeah.
First memory that comes up for you when I don't get quite close enough.
When it has to do with body image?
No, just
or
anything. Like first memory that comes up for you when you're like, I don't get quite close enough.
I'm stuck in the body image, so I'm thinking of a time at cheerleading. It's
okay, that's perfect.
And that's. I was 14 and I made the cheerleading squad. I'm from a small town in Idaho, and I was really proud of myself. I didn't think I'd make it, and I was late for the meeting where all the parents were going to be there with the kids, and my mom was sick a lot, so I went there by myself. I was running late, and I walked in as the group was saying, what are we going to do with Michelle? How's she going to fit into the cheerleading outfits? And
oh, wow.
so I was determined to show them that I could do it. After about 2 weeks of really trying my best, I gave up. I quit the squad and just walked away from it. It just felt
so
like
they
too
were
much
allowing
pressure.
you to be in it, but you chose?
Well, just for the record, the outfits fit. I'm a great, solid, bottom of the pyramid, but I was so embarrassed, and I think that actually some of the parents were embarrassed when they realized I walked in and heard what they said.
Yeah, because you kind of walked in
I just
and
kind of
that conversation.
And so I just kind of I quit on myself on that. I think I've always regretted that.
Okay, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so in that moment, okay, I want to invite you to really feel it and experience it. So close your eyes for a minute, okay? So you're in that moment, Michelle, okay? And you're so sweet. You're so cute. I can see, can everybody see her as a 14-year-old? Wouldn't she be so adorable? Yeah. Okay, so I see you as that 14-year-old. And is there somebody that you want to take with you that you can trust, like your highest self or God or your mom or
My little sister.
your little sister? Okay, perfect. Okay, let's have your little sister come, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So your little sister is coming with you, and you kind of already know this is going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what is, when you're listening to them, when you're listening, to something that they didn't know you could hear, right? What is the decision that you make about Michelle?
I thought they were embarrassed that I was on the squad. When I realized, when they saw my face that I was in the room, I could tell they felt bad about it, and I didn't want them to feel bad.
But what was the decision you made about you?
That I wasn't good enough. I was an embarrassment.
Okay, that you were an embarrassment, that you weren't good enough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So how has that shown up in your life thus far?
All the time.
All the time? Like, tell me a little bit about that.
At work even, I'll avoid situations getting up in front of people. This is really a huge deal for me to be up here.
Look at her.
I don't challenge myself because I'm so afraid that I'll fail and that will solidify my belief that I'll fail.
It you'll never get close enough, right? I mean, it'll just self-sabotage, right? It'll keep
it's
doing
like,
it,
why
right?
try? You give up. I walk away.
I walk away,
A
right? You
lot,
walk away,
yeah.
right? Okay, so perfect. Okay, so this 14-year-old, like, in that moment, I mean, that was really embarrassing and all of that. So she did the best she could, right? She did the very best she could. But do you think that now that she kind of sees the cost, do you think maybe your highest self and your sister could maybe have a chat with her? Should we do that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so close your eyes again, okay? So you're there, and they're gonna say whatever they say, but your sister is there. She's got your back, girl, right? Mm-hmm. She knows who you are, and your highest self's there, and she knows who you are too. She knows you're amazing, Michelle. Okay? Yeah. So guess what's going to happen? All of those people, they just sucked on helium balloons, okay? And so when you hear them, that's what you're going to hear. You cannot even hear their words. Okay, so all you can hear is like this, okay? Okay, so that's happening. So while that's happening, your sister is giving you words of life, okay? And so what are those words? What are those words for that 14-year-old?
You've got this. I've got this. I rock.
Ooh, I love that. Do you love that? You got
I
this.
hear my sister
I
saying
rock.
that. Oh,
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Any more? A couple others. Help her out, guys.
You're amazing.
I'm amazing.
You're perfect for who you are. You are sexy.
Ooh, I am the sexy cheerleader, right? Yeah, there you go. You're going to be a cheerleader. I mean, of course you're sexy.
Yeah. I walked away, remember? I was terrified.
Let's not remember that part. Actually, let's create that differently. Let's have you walk back. Ooh, take on your life, baby. Okay, so we're going to just create that, shall we? Because your mind can do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so close your eyes again. Okay. This is so fun. Let's just make it up.
This is all being recorded too,
Okay.
right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, so what's going to happen is, so you making it, she's open to that new decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's got that new decision. So now, we're going to go to the space where she's just like, there's no way I walk away from my dreams. I walk towards them. I walk through them. I conquer them, right? I conquer these babies. Okay, so she's doing that. And where are you in cheerleading? So now you're back. You're back. You're full on, Michelle. What part are you doing? Because we're going to celebrate you. Okay?
Well, you're not going to make me do a cheer, though.
Okay. Oh, not here. No, in your mind. In your mind.
In my mind.
In your mind. Let's take you to a game or whatever.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you, where are you in the pyramid, or what are you doing in your...
Oh, I'm the base.
Okay, you're the base. You're throwing.
Yeah.
Are you throwing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's just have you guys win the state championship. Would that be great?
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So you're there, and you are solid, girl. You are there. You're rocking it in your sexy cheerleading outfit. You came back. You stayed. You did what you wanted, and now you're throwing them up, and you're they're doing the whole. You won the state championship, and guess what? They are shouting Michelle's name because she did such a great job. They are giving you praises. So shout, Michelle. Yay, Michelle. Okay, awesome. Okay, Michelle, and they're throwing you up. How about that?
Goodness.
They're throwing you up, right? And you've got this trophy, okay? And guess what? A magical part of that trophy is a connection for you from your 14-year-old to your highest self. That says, I don't walk away anymore.
I don't quit.
I don't quit. I believe in myself. I take on my
believe in
dreams.
myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so let's have you stand up, and let's have you proclaim that in a really big way, okay? And you can do a cheer if you want. But
No. It's forever
Okay,
ago. I'm not even saying how many years.
All right. Okay. But guess what? We're going to do something special, though, for her after this. Wouldn't it be so awesome if all of you participated in actually building her a bulletproof plan to get the exact body that she wants? Do you think that, would you guys participate in that? Yeah? Would you do that for her? Okay, so after she declares this, we're gonna really make it happen, because that's what happens at Limitless, okay?
I love
All right.
Limitless.
Yes, you love Limitless. Okay, so let's hear it. Let's hear these great.
I don't give up on myself. I set my goals.
Don't look at me, look at them and be like, I don't give up on myself. Kind of put your body right into it.
Oh my gosh. I don't give up on myself. I never quit.
They got to believe you. Are you believing her yet? No, come on. Okay.
Ready?
Okay. Yeah, seriously, that's awesome. Woo! Okay.
I never walk away, even when I'm scared. I never.
Yeah. I follow through. I love that.
Yeah,
I follow
through.
Let's anchor that one.
I hit it head on. What was it? I smash it. What is it?
I smash it. I crush it, baby.
I
crush it. Okay, yeah.
And I am awesome.
You are awesome. That is fabulous. Okay, so are you ready to like participate in a bulletproof plan?
Yeah.
You want to do this?
I'm in.
Okay,
I'm
okay, you're in.
I don't walk
You're
away.
you
I'm
don't walk
here.
away, so wow, we can do anything. Are you excited?
I follow through.
She follows through. Okay, so if Wyland, okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to talk about what it takes to make a bulletproof plan, okay? So first of all, when you're trying to release weight and like you have an idea like, if I just don't eat sugar every day, I think I could do this. Is that going to get you out of bed and have a great day? I'm telling you, no. If you're thinking this, oh yeah, I'm going to rock my diet goals today because I am going to have the bikini body of my dreams at Bali in June. Yeah, that is a whole different ballgame, right? Okay, so first of all, you need a vision, right? Because you've got to be excited about what you're doing. You've got to be so into it that it pulls you, right? You cannot do dreams when you're feeling pushed. Because willpower, I'm telling you, it only gets you so far. You can do that for a little while, and every person has a different amount of willpower that they can keep going at. But really, honestly, people that are truly successful, it's not willpower. It's pulled by a vision that's so powerful that they're stepping into their dreams, their life, their goals. It's like, it's a drug. No, no, but I mean, really, honestly, it is just something that's inside you that every day, every moment makes you tick. And you can see that that's what I enjoy every day. So, okay, so, yeah. So anyway, so you got to have that. So vision, girl. Okay, so what is going to be the vision that's going to take these mountains of, oh, I've got to pass up some desserts, and it's going to turn them into little speed bumps that you squish.
What's it going to take?
Yeah, so vision, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? What's your optimal weight that you would like to just step into right now?
You want me to tell you the weight I want to be?
Yeah.
I want to be 150.
150. Okay, so all right, okay. Okay, so hold my arm right here. Okay, so right now, Michelle is becoming a woman at 150, right at this exact moment. So when she steps this step with me, all of you are going to treat her and look at her as a woman at 150, and she is going to look at herself every day in the mirror as a woman at 150 because you already are in your mind, okay? Are you ready for this big step?
I'm so ready.
Okay, so this is your limitless leap right here. Okay, ready? So let's step into that beautiful woman, okay? All right. Woo! Okay, so if she is at that optimal weight, 150, what would be exciting about that for you?
I think I would actually go places. For years, my kids didn't get to go as many places because I stayed home. I didn't want to go out in public. I didn't go swimming. I didn't go.
So you would do more things that you really like.
Yeah.
Active. Okay, so put down active and go places.
Yeah.
Okay.
Travel.
So when you have a vision of yourself like doing fun stuff with your kids and that gets me excited too because it's not fun when your kids start thinking you're old, right? So you have to do things, drastic things like learn how to do parkour. I mean, that at midnight at Lowe's and falling on your head several times like I have. But it was worth it. So you're going to be active with your kids. Maybe what's one specific activity that you
Zip lining.
Zip lining.
I want to go zip lining.
Okay, woo. Okay, zip lining.
We're going.
Okay, right. Okay. Okay.
New clothes.
New clothes.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
putting out new clothes.
New
okay.
clothes.
Okay, so you've got your vision, and then and is that your solid why? Like, is there another piece of a solid why that you could figure out?
I want more confidence.
Okay, so let's put down for why, more confidence.
I want to have more energy, definitely more energy.
More energy,
Yeah.
okay, more energy, okay, good. Okay, those are really good. Okay, and now what needs to happen is what she's doing right now. Isn't this amazing? Because like, now all of you people know that she wants to be 150, and she is now, right? Because that has already happened. So that's what happens with this social experience. So you also need to get that out on Facebook. You also need to talk about it every day, right? Mm-hmm. Who here would be willing to be an accountability partner with her daily to just kind of pipe in and say, hey, how's the 150? Okay, so we got your vision, we got some whys. Now we've had social. So she's gonna get into the social. She's already done this. That was amazing. You're so brave. You are a brave girl. Okay, So she's already started with the social, and you'll do more of that,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Much more of that, okay. And then accountability partners, you've got like a lot, looks like.
That was cool.
But I really want you to connect with, I really want you to connect with someone here that really will drill you, okay,
Yeah.
every day,
I
okay?
expect you to.
Okay, so do we have a person?
Marianne.
Okay, we have a person right there. Okay, and I want to tell you, like, in the Gladiator group, I mean, this is how intense accountability can be. Like, Chris Crone is going to pay Sam Fox $10,000 if he messes up. Okay, would you like to be Chris Crone's accountability partner? I mean, and it also gets your accountability partner really active because, if you're offering them 10 grand to mess up, they're like, hey.
Hey, Jane, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm going to interrupt right now.
Okay,
If
hey.
you want to see accountability in action,
Ooh, what are you going to do?
just happens to be that this morning she said that she was really not wanting to go to the gym. This is her husband, Gary.
Oh, boy, what are you saying
And
about me now?
she went to the gym. I was blown away at something she did, and I got the camera out just in time to catch the last of it.
What?
And we can now roll video right now.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
Here we go, ready? 7, here we go. 7, 7. Okay, now watch the power of recontextualizing. Ready? Hold it together for 5 seconds. Ready? Hold it.
This is me going to
Now I want you to calm down because in a moment I'm going to ask you to do 2 more. Ready? Time. Go. 2 more. Ready?
2 more.
This is number 9. Nice and calm. Nice and calm. Comes together easily and effortlessly. And then we're doing the last one right here. Make a good stretch. And together. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Arms together. Arms together. Arms together. 5 last seconds. Ready? 5, 4. Lean back. 3. Easy efforts. 2, 1. And slowly releasing. And that was 75 pounds. 10 reps. 10 seconds. Yes! More than double 2 weeks ago.
Say hello.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have to tell you something. Like, usually, see, I'm telling you right now that your team helps you. Well, I kind of lied about that because only sometimes they help you because, okay, so they helped me on that. But yesterday when I was trying to up my weight, and I was thinking, I was like really proud of myself and everything. I was trying really hard. Well, I was doing a weight that was really challenging for me, so I was seriously shaking as I was doing it. And they were all making fun of me that I was like having a seizure and going into convulsions. And I could not concentrate. Like every time I was like trying to focus, they were making me laugh. So I was like, So anyway, so they only sometimes help you. But anyway, okay. Okay, yeah, there is lots of love. So, okay, now where were we? Okay, accountability. Yeah, there you go. There's some accountability. Okay, it could have been much worse, huh? That's good. So social accountability. So that's going to happen every day. You've got Marianne on your back. Okay, yeah, that'll be good. And also, what do you? Now, see, Chris is willing to lose $10,000. Yeah. So what are you willing to lose? Ooh. Yeah. What are you willing? Like, what would happen? Like, if you don't do your integrity of your plan, of your new plan of being this 150-pound woman, what are you willing to put?
I'm up for ideas. I really don't.
Ideas. Okay. Do we have ideas?
Cut my hair.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow.
That could do it.
Because what do you need to do? You need to
Not shave my head, but cut it right.
Because the challenge with most people is they'll make a goal or they'll make a commitment, but have they really, the old adage of in order to take the island, you've got to burn the ships, right? You got to burn the bridge. There is no way back. So if you're like, oh, I could go back, we don't want any of that. So is cutting your hair severe enough?
I could totally do that. Yeah.
You could do that?
I was gonna say if I could look like you, it would be easy. Yeah.
Well, no, we're not being cute here. We're like, this has got to feel painful.
Okay.
That would be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So put that down. Now all of you know that if she doesn't have integrity with her plan, that she's going to cut her hair. Okay. So we're going to talk about the limitless leap in a minute.
Okay.
And so.
Oh, that's the 30-day one, right?
Yeah. So and I'm not saying you have to be at that exact weight then, but you have to have integrity. You have to have integrity with whatever you choose to be. Otherwise, you're cutting your hair.
I love it.
And
Yeah.
you'll be getting up on
I'm in.
stage
I'm
cutting
in.
with your cut hair. You're
Yeah,
in?
I'm in.
Wow, this
I'm
girl
in.
is brave. Okay, awesome. Okay, so you're in. Okay, so there's one more piece. Okay, yeah, so one more piece. Okay, so it has to be measurable, right? Because if you just kind of have this floaty goal, right, you never really know if you did it or not. And nobody else really knows how to be your accountability partner if we don't have some solid plan here, right?
You're asking for a number right now, aren't you?
So for your first limitless leap, right? Because another word, or another title of a bulletproof plan really is the limitless leap, because it's going to get you where you want to go. Okay, so you're 100. So let's have this conversation. You're a 150-pound woman now. What does that? What do women like that do? I mean, what do they eat? How do they exercise? How do you want to put that plan in place? Like, you're her now. So
I heard Cheetos.
how much water does she drink? All those kind of things. So.
No soda.
Okay,
I'm
so
a
no.
big
So
Diet
go
Coke
to the next
fan,
page
so
and let's put all the measurable
no
things
soda.
that she's committing here.
Yeah.
And Marianne, listen. You better be writing them down too. Yes,
Please.
yes.
Please.
Oh, sure. Come on up. Join the party. Woo! Marianne's in the house. Woo.
Okay, love. Here's your plan. Okay.
Okay. So
my
this
third
is
day.
our limitless leap. We got a limitless leaper coming up here.
Here's your plan. Here's what we're gonna do. We have an app that we're gonna have you download. Okay. And we're gonna track your water every day. We're going to track your calories every day. We're going to track your protein every day. And we have a specific ballpark for every one of those numbers that we're going to hit. And we're going to nail this. You ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to get to the app as soon as we're done. We're going to go for 45% protein. Okay. We're going to go for how much water? 64 ounces? 64 ounces of water a day. Nope. Water.
Water. You're a water girl now.
Okay.
Because when you're drinking that much water, you don't need as much food.
Yep, and we're going to go for 1,200 calories a day. Okay? Those are our measurables, and that is how you're going to keep your integrity every single day. Whether or not you hit that 150 at the end of the month
And
is
it's
not the
also
point.
how you're going to keep your
And
hair.
you're going to keep these lovely locks.
So.
That is a measurement of your integrity every day, and that's what you're going to be reporting in.
And I want to add one more thing to that. I want every morning when you get up and you look at yourself in the mirror, I want you to say, I love this body. I love my life. I love my 150-pound body, and I am amazing. Will you do that? Okay. Will you do that for me? Okay.
I will do that.
You will do that. That's going to be what?
That's going to be easy.
That's going to be so dang easy. Yeah, that's going to be so dang easy. Okay, so put those affirmations. You can just put affirmations up there, and I'll tell her the ones. Okay, and then, so you feel pretty solid?
Yeah.
You feel like you just stepped in. So let's do it again.
I
So
did.
now,
Ready?
so now you're complete. So now let's step back into 150-pound Michelle. Give it up for 150-pound Michelle. Woo! Yes, I love you. It's so exciting. So, okay, so you're free to go. Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's so amazing. Yeah, let's give her one more big round of applause. Let's see. Somebody can take that for you. Okay. It's so exciting. It's so exciting to actually be able to have a way for your dreams to really happen, right? For them to really come true, for them to actually, become not just a seed in your mind, but actually come out and be a physical reality. I think that's been the greatest, exciting experience that I have had being a part of this company for the past 4 years, is that actually all the dreams and goals and everything that I've had have just started happening in real life. And it's been just an amazing, beautiful journey. So you got to hear a little bit about the Limitless Leap, but you're going to get to hear about the details of that and more about how that works and how that will work for you, and also some exciting things about the Mastermind that's going on and the grand reveals and all that from an amazing woman who's very, very dear to my heart. She is just a very powerful creator. She has a beautiful, beautiful healing heart. I know you guys have all felt her warmth. You've all felt her love. And she is taking on an incredibly massive experience with all of you that want to be part of the Mastermind and get your businesses up and running, and in a powerful, powerful way. This is an incredible woman that you need to get to know and love as much as I do, because I love you, Wileen. So give Wileen a big round of applause. Would you all give Jane a
Oh, well, I was
huge
going to
round
jump
of
off of
applause?
this.
Okay.
Yay, Kara, awesome. Come on up. Those of you who set your limitless leap and you completed your grand reveal, come on up on stage. And I just want to give you a proper round of applause as you come up. Come on up, you guys. And I've been watching on Facebook, and we've had several people that have been posting about their limitless leap over the last 30 days. And I know we have some people that are online watching and want to congratulate you as well. And we call our the people who participate in this limitless leap and they actually accomplish and show up to take their stage and celebrate their grand reveal, we call these people celebrities. And I'm so excited to be able to celebrate them tonight. And I would love for each one of you to just take 30 seconds and just share what you wanted to accomplish, and just whatever's in your heart. Just 30 seconds to share something inspiring for these people, so that they know how awesome it is to do this on a monthly basis.
I am so excited to be here. Thank you all for being here, and I am so excited to celebrate what I've created this month. And I've been doing this now for 3 months. This is my third Limitless Leap, and I've just rocked every single one of them. And part of that reason is because of the support here. I want to tell you that for about 25 years, I have suffered from chronic illness, specifically fibromyalgia and hypothyroidism, which brought on a lot of anxiety and depression. And so those of you that have experienced fibromyalgia, it's extremely, you just live in constant pain. And I had this moment where I was trying to do this breakthrough. I was at Chris's house, and I was just thinking about my body and how I'm just so sick of this. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And Chris, to my face, I'm calling him out right here, he called it a fake disease. And his wife came to me later and she said, "Did he offend you? Did he trigger you?" And I said, "Are you kidding me?" Something clicked inside of me in that moment that said, yes, it is. I created that disease. I created that disease because of my mindset. And I made a decision in that moment that was, from then on, going to be a fake disease. Losing weight has been very difficult for me over the years because of what my old story has been. I've lost 10 pounds in 3 weeks. And I am pain-free for over 6 weeks. So that's what I'm sharing.
Thank you so much, Kara. Give Kara a big round of applause. Introduce yourself and let us know what your limitless sleep was.
I'm Lynette. Hey, Lynette. Wileen asked me to share an experience with you. When I first set my limitless leap goal, I set a really huge intention that I thought would motivate me, but I set an unrealistic expectation, so it kind of crippled me because then I felt like a huge failure. I showed up at the last grand reveal feeling like a failure because I had only released 8 pounds. And then I realized this is a pattern in my life that I am downplaying my successes instead of celebrating them. And I am committed to celebrate every success, no matter how small. So that's my Limitless Leap.
Congratulations. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much. And I love the opportunity that we have to celebrate these people who are so committed. So share your name and what your Limitless Leap was.
My name is Laureen Gibson. Hey,
Laureen.
Thanks.
Wait just a second. Isn't she beautiful when she smiles? Can't you just see that vibrance coming out?
We had a talk. Okay. So my Limitless Leap last month was to work as hard as I could on my relationship with my husband. For years and even decades, we've had less than hoped for relationship. And I finally decided I'm done with this. I'm either out or I'm fixing it. And so I took the whole month. I did every kind of breakthrough. I did every kind of energy work, if you know what that is. I went to seminars. My husband came with me, so that was a big plus. And finally, we went to the relationship retreat, and things that Gerald said, things that Chris said, and Colleen finally clicked about unconditional love. And I no longer need to fix it. I just need to love.
Thank you. So in a moment, I'm going to invite everybody in this audience to choose into a Limitless Leap if you choose to. So those of you who are at Limitless, you've already had a few days to kind of think about this and what you'd like to create for yourself over the next 30 days. And so I'd like to just invite you to be thinking about that right now. While you're thinking about that, I want to share just a little bit about the Mastermind that we have been doing over the last month or so. And this is an awesome program that gives you an opportunity to have a business coach to allow you to jump into the creating your own business and launching that and having a coach to take you along the way. So how many in here are participating in that Mastermind right now? Awesome. Is it not amazing? Aren't you guys just really excited about what you're creating with that? So what I really see as a Mastermind is gathering a tribe. You're gathering your own tribe to provide, at first, I think, support, that social pressure, that social accountability for you to be successful. But then after that first month, you're creating a grand opening to kind of launch everything, and we're helping you all along the way with that. And then after that, you're going to be creating a Limitless Leap every single month, every 30 days. And it doesn't have to be a business goal. It can be a health goal, a wealth goal, a connection goal, or a personal power goal. But you are continuing to invite your tribe to come and support you in that Limitless Leap, be your accountability partners, and to come and support and cheer for you at your grand reveal at each tribe night. So having that Mastermind and tying that in with the Limitless Leap, that is going to build your best 2016. And Carson, do you have that video queued up? I just want you to watch this and just envision your 2016. you see that? 2016, your best year ever. You creating a limitless leap every 30 days. This is your leap year. This is your year to leap into your most successful time ever. And how many here are committed to setting a limitless leap over the next 30 days? Stand up. Awesome. I would love to hear just two people what your limitless leap is that you'd like to create.
I have been lingering between 310 and 315 pounds for the last 3 months. I came from 350 last January. My 30-day goal, my limitless leap, is to be under 300 pounds.
Congratulations. Thank you. One more, Tricia.
Mine is to create movement and momentum in my life by taking action every day for 3 hours. No matter what it is, action on something.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Every single one of you who is standing, I want you to meet me outside after this event. And we're going to grab the sign-in sheets, and I want you to write LL Limitless Leap next to your name. And I'm going to personally hold every single one of you accountable. I want to follow up with you. I want to make sure that you are staying true to your goal. This is the one thing, this 2016 Limitless Leap year, doing a Limitless Leap every 30 days. If I could just encourage you to do one thing this year, that I promise you, you will be in a completely different place by this time next year. And it won't be like those New Year's resolutions that people don't follow through with. You have a tribe that is supporting you and that wants to see you be successful and is encouraging you and gives you a place to come and be celebrated. And all you have to do is show up and take your stage. I love all of you. Thanks for being here.
All right, give Wileen a big round of applause. So go ahead and take a moment right now and turn to the person next to you and just share what is your 30-day leap, what is your goal, what is your challenge for the next 30 days? Go ahead and share now. Okay, take 30 more seconds. What's going to happen in the next 30 days for you? For those of you that are watching online, go to the tribe page right now and share, this is my 30-day leap, this is my 30-day challenge. All right, turn to your partner next to you, give them a high five and say, you are limitless. Awesome, thank you. All right, so Carson, will you go ahead and dim the music for a second? So takeaways from tonight. What did you learn? What did you gain? Like, just really quickly, let's get 2 quick shares. Cammie?
The fibromyalgia one really hit me hard. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia when I was about 12 years old, so that's 15 years ago. My mom has had it more than 27 years because she was diagnosed right before she got pregnant with me. And it's something that has always held me back. And I've had people say, oh, you're just making it up. It's just in your head, da-da-da-da-da. But nobody's actually ever said what I guess Chris said to her, that it is fake. And that clicked with me, is that it's fake. One of my doctors says, well, we don't really have anything to call what you're going through, so we just named it fibromyalgia. And that sentence came from my doctor, came back into my head when she said it was fake. And I can walk away from this saying, yeah, I can say that it's fake. I can work through this. And I'm thinking right now, oh gosh, Chris, don't say that to my mom next Limitless. Please don't say that to my mom.
I know. What's funny is we get so wrapped up in our own story that we actually believe it's true, right? And when our condition becomes our identity, I want you to think about this. When our condition becomes our identity, we have to perpetuate that condition in order for us to feel safe. This is why the moment someone says, I'm an alcoholic, or I have fibromyalgia. I'm a fibromyalgic. Right? Okay, whatever. Right? But we begin to identify ourselves with our condition, and then we need to perpetuate it, right? And what would be possible in our life if we created a whole new story? And this is what's amazing. And when you watch The Power of the Brain, and we watch people literally become cured from cancer and from other chronic diseases, or why? Just by shifting their beliefs about themselves, because the body then begins to align with our beliefs. So thank you so much. And I want to just take a moment and actually bring Ashley back up on stage. So it takes an incredible amount of courage sometimes to get up on stage and to be vulnerable. Wasn't she amazing? Give her a big round of applause. And I'm just going to give her a moment to just share what she's discovering, what she's learning. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Ashley.
So after my extended stage presence, I finally walked off because I was like, this is taking far too long, and we're not getting anywhere, and everyone's just waiting. And so I was like, I'm done, and I walked off, and Gerald and I went out and worked on it, and I know that I've been struggling with this for a long time. It's a belief that I've been doing daily work on for months, if not years, that I am worthy and deserving. And I was really actually thinking about it after we were out there even, and I was like, you know what? That was one more example of you showing yourself you weren't worthy and deserving. You walked off the stage because you felt you weren't worthy and deserving of all that time that it was taking. And so, anyway, we're out in the hallway doing the process for a while again, and I realized that the core belief of not worthy and deserving was showing up everywhere. And that's what's self-sabotaging my efforts. So anyway, we did some extensive work, and I think that we have finally made some progress on it. And so my new belief is that I am worthy and I am deserving, and I make excellent choices. I honor my choice of a yes is a yes and a no is a no. And that is how I succeed in my business and in my life.
Come on, give it up for her. Just receive. Because you are worthy and deserving of all of this love and all of this connection. You are worthy and deserving of this and so much more. Say it again. I am worthy and deserving.
I am worthy and deserving.
So how does it feel?
Better.
Awesome. One more big round of applause as she finds her seat. There's these beautiful moments that define us. Beautiful moments where we remember who we are. Beautiful moments that touch our hearts in a special way. And Ashley, I want to thank you for giving us all of those moments right now. Thank you so much. One more big round of applause for her. All right, so as we wrap up tonight, we're going to wrap up with some words of life, end on a high, and just want to thank you so much for showing up, for being part of this tribe. I invite you to go home, connect with the tribe on Facebook, share your daily breakthroughs, share your limitless leaps, ask for help, ask for support, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. I love my tribe. Everyone say, I love my tribe. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and cue the music. Everyone, go ahead and stand up. Go ahead and stand up. I love my life. I love my life. I experience limitless abundance. I share my gifts with the world. Abundance flows easily into my life. I have limitless health. I take care of my body every day. I am strong and I'm healthy. And I get stronger and stronger every day. I have limitless connection. I am so loved. I live with unconditional love. I unconditionally love myself. I unconditionally love others. I love my life. And this is my time. And every day I choose to be the best I can. And I choose to be better today than I was yesterday. And this is my life. And I choose to be limitless. I am limitless! I am limitless! I am limitless! I love you so much. Have a beautiful evening. Drive safe, and we'll see you again soon.